to the city of Chicago immediately go to court. The future of our democracy, the future of America is on the line.
Here's Jessica. He used the word nefarious plan. Apparently it's nefarious to send ICE agents to arrest criminal illegal immigrants. And I'm curious if it's nefarious to people like the woman, 37-year-old woman. ICE arrests criminal illegal alien who concealed and abused the body of a missing woman. She was found in a container. There's also an illegal immigrant in Chicago accused of shooting a Jewish man. Is it nefarious to these people who, in some cases, lost their lives to go arrest the people who might perpetually kill others?
No. Take them away. Everyone's in agreement about those people. Well, no, because the plan won't be that. This is what's been going on since Donald Trump came back into office. You advertise that that's the plan, and then you go to Home Depot and you go to immigration court and you pick out people who are, yes, here illegally, but have committed no crime on U.S. soil and have just been hardworking folks that are here for the American dream, and a lot of them have American children. So that's what's been happening and why he's completely underwater on immigration. In terms of militarizing these cities, D.C. is very different than what he wants to try to do in Chicago. And I hear, the residents want it, the residents want it. There's Kendall Reed, who is a gun violence mediator in South Side of Chicago. We need mental health resources, job opportunities to stop school closures. Send those people in. Don't send the military in. Donald Trump has been cutting budgets for mental health. And as far as the job opportunities, I'm sure you saw the jobs number this morning. A big disappointment, even Kevin Hass admitted it. Only added 22,000 jobs in August, expected 75K. We had a downward revision for June to minus 13,000. Haven't had that since
this is called a red herring.
No, it's not.
Literally about crime, and you say it's the jobs.
I read you something from someone who's talking about the military and crime, and then saying, how about we get a job opportunity? Also, that voters went out and they put Donald Trump in because they thought he was going to quote unquote fix the economy, and the exact opposite has happened. You can make people shoot others less. You can bring down crime by giving people job opportunities and a better economic future. And
that's all criminals need is jobs.
Right.
Because they'll just stop shooting each other if they get a job. Where have you heard that before?
Right. And, Jesse, we saw today Janine Pirro give this stellar press conference where she exhibited the rage the nation feels. The loss of a 21-year-old intern. We've seen losses like this across the country. I think people stand on that side.
They do. And jobs are down because the illegals are gone. When you leave, 2 million illegals leave the country, you're not going to have as many people working. And the people that are working are Americans, Jessica.
And that number will be revised. I wonder if they'll be talking about the revised number.
When he gets the right person in the job?
Maybe.
All right, so let's stick with the theme. Because when you don't act and someone else has to come in and act for you, you look weak. And when you go to court and argue that Donald Trump is too powerful, you look weak. Donald Trump is a man of action, and he's taking bold action because he has a mandate to fight crime and illegal immigration because the Democrats booted it so badly. And if he moves on the streets. You see it, you hear it, you smell it, you touch it. The Democrats make moves in court. What are they? They go to court, they hire a lawyer to argue on their behalf. Something happens in court, there's no cameras, and the next day a journalist writes about it in a newspaper that nobody reads. That's the problem with you guys. Nothing you do is affecting anybody because it doesn't even appear anywhere. Donald Trump's building things, he's arresting people, he's knocking boats out of the water, and you guys are arguing about extrajudicial banana jammas in court. Now, the Democrats need to stop saying Donald Trump's obsessed. Because, I don't know, in the last week, Donald Trump's gone after Maduro, Modi, Putin, Massey, Newsom, everybody. And this guy Pritzker, who needs to lose a little weight, is saying he's obsessed with me. Now, the Democrats should start obsessing with people besides Donald Trump. Pick somebody else besides this guy. He's not the only man in the world. Go after the drug cartels, the gangs. Go after the predatory lenders. Go after the nasty insurance companies. Go after somebody else besides this guy, because he's like the sun. And the only way you guys can get any attention is if he shines on you.
Yeah, Greg, I think that's spot on. I think J.B. Pritzker wants Donald Trump to be obsessed with him.
It's silly. It's Captain Fatty Pants is guilty of projection. That's all Democrats do. Trump is obsessed with you, says a Democrat belonging to a party so completely fixated on this guy that they ignored every major issue, whether it was the border, whether it was crime, or She's sided with sex traffickers and spousal abusers. By claiming that Trump is obsessed with them, they deflect from the actual issue that Trump is exposing, making it again about Trump. He's like a guy that gets arrested for robbing a bank and then blames the bank for lack of security. The bottom line is, in every single story, the viewer has the freedom to discount all analysis, all criticism, all spin. Because the people complaining are not the people being affected by the crime, the border, or the economy. They're in fact the people who discounted your concerns for 4 years about the crime, the border, the economy. So pay attention instead to the citizens who are responding based on their own experiences. Crime is down, streets are safer, they're happier. The Dems aren't. All the cable news channels, they're in hysteria except for Fox News. That's because for them, good news is kryptonite.
You know, and Sandra, I think Pritzker and Newsom are having this little battle. They both want Trump more obsessed with them because it propels them for 2028. And there's this battle going on.
I fear, Jessica, you just played right into Republicans' hands again with your argument about the economy. President Trump has been, pretty hard on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell to lower those interest rates, to get lenders lending again, to get people buying cars again, to get people building homes and buying homes again. If the job market was so weak, the Federal Reserve Chair should certainly be in a position to lower interest rates. He has not. He's got a dual mandate, right? It's inflation and it is employment. He keeps saying the employment picture is strong. So you should address that with Jay Powell. 70 people were shot in Chicago over Labor Day weekend. That happens every weekend in Chicago. We have people on our program, America Reports, in the afternoon, all week this week, residents in that city begging for the federal government to come in and help. It's a war zone. Many of them will describe that. We had Democrat Alderman Raymond Lopez on. He said it's absolutely asinine, the position that Democrats are taking with crime in the Windy City, a city I know very well, grew up and was raised there. We had another alderman who said he's lived in, he was a Democrat, he's left the party. He's lived in Chicago 67 years, he said. He said he had to leave the party. The Democrats had deserted him. They'd gone too far to the left. P. Ray Easley, you probably know her well. She's an advocate for the federal government coming to the city to help. She says children are dying in the streets there. She said somebody has to care about us. In her words on my show, she said Democrats would rather score a win than ensure the safety of the residents of this city. I mean, somebody's got to listen to these people.
And we will see first ice, and we will see if he invokes Title 10.